4 o'clock now on your Wednesday. At this hour, we're about to get an update from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office regarding the Goltra Fire.
We first brought you about this story about 5 o'clock yesterday. The fire possibly started by lightning, spread to at least 200 acres overnight. The fire also closed a road, Highway 6 and 93 in Golden. We want to get right to Jackie Kelly with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office.
We're later into the evening and we really have good, solid information. Obviously, we're still doing drops with the helicopters. We still have a lot of teams out on this fire. The last MMA flyover was 204 acres. There will not be another flyover today, but we're asking for another one tomorrow just to see what happens with the fire throughout the night. We do expect to have similar numbers and similar assets available to us tomorrow. It'll look a lot like today, but we don't know that we're going to need any fire resources. I'm sorry, any air resources on this. So that's good news. But they will be available if they're needed. We will have 2 engines monitoring the fire throughout the night, just doing patrols, checking the fire lines, just to make sure that everything that the work that we've done so far is holding. We have done multiple drops of water tonight. Lots and lots of water on this fire. Which you can tell just by looking at it, we're in a better place than we were this morning. Winds have calmed. The fire forecast the weather forecast, I'm sorry, is that we're supposed to be about 10 degrees cooler tomorrow. That's always a help, along with more humidity and potentially some moisture. So all of that just helps. We still have some burning along the west side of this fire, down toward the road. It's burning in the shrubs and the grasses. And it definitely is burned down to the road in some places. You'll see that when we open it back up. There will not be an opening of this canyon tonight at all. I think our hope is to get you some better information about possibly opening that up tomorrow afternoon. So we still have some work to do. We also wanted to let you know that we, just based on the work that's being done today, pretty incredible. And we don't anticipate any pre-evacuations, any evacuations as a result of the work that's been done. So again, very good news. And that's what I have for an update.
Jackie, pretty popular recreation area, bike trails and things like that.
Yes.
Into the weekend.
We do. I mean, this is access to a lot of great places to recreate up in the mountains. I can tell you that some of those open space trails need to be checked to make sure that they're going to be open, because they're not all open right now. So just pay attention and check the websites, contact Open Space, so that you know where you can go and where you can't this weekend.
I apologize. Do you suspect lightning as the cause of this fire?
Yeah, I mentioned that this morning. This is a result of a lightning strike. We actually have witnesses who saw the lightning hit the top of the mountain, and then very shortly thereafter we had fire. So we feel very confident this was Mother Nature.
Jackie, can you give us an update on how many firefighters?
We have about 65 boots on the ground, and the Jeffco Incident Management team is monitoring the fire. It's a little bit of water. Just felt that.
Speaking of those helicopters, I know obviously that's been a great help today. Is there a reason why that wasn't deployed yesterday at all to be used?
Yeah, and it's a great question. Due to the hour that this all happened, this happened late yesterday, we needed to formulate a plan, get resources into this area, and we had a small window of light left in the day to really do the work that we wish we could have done. We are always looking at what are the values at risk? What are the things that we need to bring in those extra resources for? And it's watershed, and it's water supply, it's homes, it's things like that infrastructure. And none of those things applied last night, and they still don't. So we have to be a good steward of taxpayer dollars, order what we need, and not get ahead of ourselves. And that was the decision that was made last night. We stand behind that decision. And the resources are here today, and we're doing the good work. And it's been a good day.
Jackie, I know you can't give us any containment, but there has been a lot of progress made.
No question. We feel confident in the direction that we're moving. I wish I could give you containment. It'll come later tonight in the form of a tweet. But the helicopters have done great work. The boots on the ground are doing even better work. It's a
That's
combination.
Jackie Kelly. We've been listening to her talk about the latest on the Goltra Fire. Started yesterday at about this time by a strike of a lightning bolt, and talking about containment. And if you noticed one thing more than anything, it was the sound of many helicopters coming and going.
Which was much appreciated and needed. And she mentioned the fire started a little bit late in the day yesterday, so they couldn't get that much aerial work in. And really, we didn't see it pick up until during the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour last night. Lawrence Scafidi was up there. And again, it was the wind. And of course, that's something we worry about. But more importantly, when she talked about, we don't really have structures and homes around that area, but a lot of bikers enjoy that area and hikers. And there's a lot of people around. So that's why they saw it happen.
And so there's a lot of awareness about what's going on. Jackie was starting to talk about the forecast, but we want to certainly find out more because we had another day in the 90s today, but things cooling off a bit. So I want to get over to Kathy Sabin and talk about that area and our forecast throughout the metro area. Hi, Kath.
Hi, guys. A windy morning. As you know, that fire took off because the winds were really picking up along the foothills. They've come down a little bit and shifting. Still 93 degrees in Denver today. We're awaiting scattered showers and thunderstorms that should move off the foothills into Denver. Haven't seen that happen yet. Hoping that some of those storms will bring some rain to the fire zone and not the wind and lightning. Current readings, we're 93 right now in Denver, 95 in Pueblo, 100 in Lamar, 89 in Grand Junction with 70s in the mountains. Winds are picking up a little bit out of the south, really watching some of those foothill areas. Southerly winds in and across that fire zone of about 10 to 15, even 20 miles per hour. So definitely watching that. A lot of moisture coming into southwestern Colorado, and we're hopeful that some of that will mean showers, rain showers across Lookout Mountain tonight. Waiting to see if those showers are going to move into Denver. So far, those southerly winds have kept those showers in the foothills, but too much of a good thing in Garfield and Pitkin counties. We've got a flash flood warning there for about 1 to 2 inches of rain that's kind of training over the area in that Cattle Creek area and Carbondale. So definitely some issues on I-70 and in and around Carbondale and Aspen with heavy rain that we could certainly love to see come off the foothills into Lookout Mountain and into the Denver area where we are dry as we take off the evening drive here. Severe weather threat remains low tonight. We're just at level 1 out of 5 and temperatures will be comfortable. Coming up, another check of the radar and the timing and impact of a big weather change for tomorrow and what that means for firefighters on the ground battling that blaze up there. So we'll have the latest on that coming up.